name is Luke Carlino. I'm an Adelaide musician. I play as a solo artist, but then I use a loop pedal to try and create a bigger sound than just a solo artist. So I like to blend electronic beats and samples with acoustic guitar and layered vocals to make something that sounds kind of cool, hopefully. When I first started playing as a solo artist, I just played with a guitar and a loop pedal, and I used to just hit the guitar to make beats. The only problem with that was, one, you've only got a kick drum and a snare, and two, I started cracking guitars and they're not cheap. So I introduced the drum sampler instead of hitting the guitar to make beats and use samples and give myself a wider variety of sounds to work with. I really started writing to it and writing with the idea of loops in mind, and I really liked the idea of a sound that starts the song, that plays the whole way through the song, that the listener wouldn't necessarily realize was there the whole way through until they did realize and thought that was cool. So I really wrote a lot of my first songs with that idea in mind and really just working off of loops. Like, I found out, I discovered a lot of things about my setup, especially in my gear, when I did go and hire a rehearsal space. So whenever I have a bigger show, I'll go and do that and get a rehearsal room and just play loud and try to really recreate that live atmosphere. Because there were some very important things I learned about the gear that I was using, and I wouldn't have learned about it when I'm in the comfort of my nice sounding little room. But when you go and use it in a big PA system, it changes. So don't do that. Do not just stay in your room. Some of my stuff's pretty chilled out, and I was always worried that in a live setting that wouldn't be accepted, because people would get bored or, you know, for whatever reason. But one thing I found is it kind of has been, and I've noticed a lot of other artists, especially in the electronic world, that do that, but then also have people that appreciate it. And that's pretty important, I think, is to have that people who kind of get it, like people that understand that if you go see a live act, it doesn't have to be like big loud drums and it doesn't have to be dancey, like it doesn't have to be anything. Like, you can just enjoy music and enjoy it for being live music that makes you feel or enjoy it for whatever. And it can be sort of chilled out, laid back stuff that you just vibe along to. And I've noticed that more now than ever, to the point where it's okay, I feel like it's okay to do it. Because as I said, when I first started, I was like, maybe people aren't going to dig, maybe people aren't going to get this, and they're not going to want to go out to chill out, you know? So I think it's a better time now than it was however long ago. Well, I always listen to stuff and really like it and stuff, but then I think, man, wouldn't it be cool if this happened as well? But it's tough to even get to that first level of, that's so great, what if this? So it's sort of that search. I guess that's why you make music and create, because you're trying to create that thing that you think is so good. It would be weird if you did.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I think it would be, yeah, exactly. You'd sell all your stuff. You would take up painting or something. So yeah, I don't even remember the question. It was ages ago, right?
Yeah.
We got super deep for a second. And I was just talking, and now I don't know what the hell we're talking about.